Hello again, real estate rock stars. This is Jasmine Porter again, principal broker at Porterhouse International Realty Group. Just wanted to provide you guys with some needed information. So every real estate agent in the state of Maryland should be already using the following forms that we're going to talk about today, which will be understanding whom agents represent, as well as the consent for dual agency, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so that you can see the forms as we walk through the proper usage of them both. First and foremost, the understanding dual who agents represent is a disclosure and not a contract, so that we know that it says it at the very top. So when you're going over this with your clients, you want to make sure that they are aware it's simply disclosing the different types of agency relationships and who is represented by them. So when you are on the buyer side of the transaction, you're simply going to complete that and you're going to put the name of your real estate firm as well as yourself, saying that the buyers acknowledge or the tenants acknowledge, because we use the same documents for both buyers and renters, that you and your company represent them when they are the buyer. Okay. Important component here is you're going to do two of these documents for your transaction, or you're going to do an exact inverse, because you're also going to disclose to the other party who you are and who you represent. So included in your disclosures, you're going to have the sellers acknowledge that you and your brokerage represent the buyer, so that all parties are well aware of who's represented by whom. All right. Now, last but not least, on this particular document at the bottom, you as the real estate professional should not sign the bottom unless you're certifying that you made the disclosure and the individuals were either unable or unwilling to sign it. So there should not be a document that comes across that both you and your clients have signed off on the same agency disclosures there, because that's not the proper usage. So you let them sign it and you move on to the next one. All right. Secondly, consent for dual agency. This is a document that is extremely important in order for you as a buyer's agent to be able to show your buyer any listings that are already represented by your brokerage. Without this, you cannot show them listings represented by your brokerage. And then the inverse of that is when you are on the listing side, if you want buyers who are already represented by your brokerage to be able to tour your listing, then this document needs to be completed. All right. So it highlights all the information included that just specifies for them what dual agency is. As we know, in the state of Maryland, dual agency is illegal for the agent, but for the broker is able to be a dual agent in the state of Maryland, and the agents thereby become intercompany agents. So you want to make this disclosure for them up front in every situation on both the purchase side as well as the listing side, for buyers and renters alike, and landlords also, so that you maximize your reach and you're able to pull in as many qualified buyers as possible, okay? And to show your clients as many properties as possible. And then at the very bottom of this form where it says affirmation of prior consent to dual agency, this is what you're going to come back and have them sign if one of the buyers is actually interested in purchasing the listing. Okay, so the bottom part is not required to be completed up front, but the top part of this document is. The bottom is only if somebody decides to move forward, that disclosure is further made and the parties sign off and agree to those terms. All right, I hope that was helpful for you. If you'd like more content like this, I'm going through each of the documents, making sure that all of our real estate professionals know when and how to use each of our real estate documents. If you've gotten any value out of this, by all means, like, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thank you so much and have a great day.